Hey, I'm so excited about this English lesson. In this English lesson, I'm going to give you the ultimate English study plan. This is the plan that you can start implementing today. That's right, today. And I guaranteed it will improve your English fluency so much that by the end of this year, you will be in absolute shock by how much your English fluency has improved. So are you guys ready for this? Well then, my name is Shalima and welcome back to my another session of learning English and improving your English speaking skills with me. So let's talk about today's lesson. I hope you have your pen and paper ready. So step number 1, this is the first plan, and step number 1 is select a topic that you are interested in. Now I am going to give you 3 reasons why this is so important, but you have heard me say it before. Right now I need you to understand the power of studying topics that you are interested in. So remember, this year is the year we are going to transform your English, but in order to do this, we need to remember the things that are important for your English journey to make it more interesting. So step number 1 for this plan is to select a topic that you are interested in. So let me give you the reasons. The reason number 1, it increases motivation and engagement in the learning process. You already know learning English is not the easiest sometimes, right? You have so many things to learn, whether it be grammar rules, expressions, vocabulary words, sentences, patterns, and the list goes on. And sometimes you can feel a little bit discouraged. Sometimes you feel like, I'll just stop for a while and come back to it. Why? Because you have gotten discouraged, because it's boring. However, step number 1 of this plan is to pick a topic that you are interested in. And when you study something that you are interested in, you will stay motivated because you already like the topic. Am I right? So here the second reason why this first step is so important. Guys, it increases the likelihood of long-term retention and application of knowledge, applying what you are learning. Alright, for instance, when I was studying English, and I have mentioned this to you before also. So if you have been following me for a very long time, I started off with, cooking. I was a beginner. I did not at that time understand everything that was being said on the cooking program, so that I was watching, but because I was interested in that topic, so step number 1, I retained a lot of the vocabulary words, and later on when I spoke with my English friends, when I was able to apply what I learned, I was able to use some of that words, right? Why? Because I already was interested in that topic. So I had tons of vocabulary words in English now. Now, it is already stored in my brain. The same will true for you also, because you already have certain words and expressions stored in your brain from your own languages, right? But if you are a beginner, if you have just now started to learn a language, you also have a certain words which is stored in your mind, okay, about the topic. So you are interested in, and so the moment when you pick a topic that you are interested in and start studying English based on that topic, your brain is like, oh, okay, we already have a storehouse. We already have a database of those words. So let's add the English version, right? Boom triggers are formed. So we are talking about the ultimate English study plan. So it starts with first picking a topic that you are interested in. The third reason why the first step is key, it fosters or creates a positive learning experiences and enjoyment in studying English. No one wants to be bored. You are busy, you either have a family or a job that keeps you busy, or many other things that you are already responsible for, so on. So when it comes to English, you don't want to be bored, you don't want to be forced to open up books to do certain things, maybe study on your phone. So when it's something you are already interested in, all of a sudden your English learning journey starts to be just a bit more. Step number 1, write this down, select a topic that you are interested in. Alright, so let's move on to the step number 2. Again, the ultimate English study plan to help you to improve your English fluency. So step number 2, it's important for you to find 2 vocabulary words and expressions related to the topic. Now remember, this ultimate English study plan can be used every single day. And I guarantee it, guys, if you do this every single day, your English is not only going to blow your mind, it's going to blow the mind of everyone around you. So you can choose how often you apply this study plan. But I'm telling you, if you do it every day, your mind will be blown. Okay, so let's talk about the step number 2. Step number 2 is to find 2 words. I didn't say 35, I didn't say 10, 2 words. Okay, 2 words and expressions related to that topic. So now you are probably asking yourself, okay, Shalima, you said this is the ultimate English study plan and now you are telling me only 2 words. Why? So let me give you the reason. So the reason number 1, finding vocabulary words and expressions related to that topic of interest will help you to understand better, understand the subject matter. So you are studying all of these things, right? So until now, before seeing this video, before listening to this lesson today, you have been studying in many different ways. Alright, but now I am giving you a plan that will work, and step 2 is finding vocabulary and expressions related to that topic you are already interested in. Remember, I explained in your brain. I explained in your brain, you already have a database of vocabulary. Those words just aren't in English. Now you are getting the English words and you are adding them to your database. So you already have this, this is going to help you to understand the subject matter, even more enjoying the process. The second reason, let me share you the second reason why it is so important to find words and expressions related to the topic. So this is important because learning vocabulary in the context of a topic, not random in the context of the topic of interest, will allow you to make connections and understand how the words are used in the real life situations. So let me break this down a little bit more. As you are studying English, right, there are moments when you feel a little bit scattered, right? You feel like you are just studying a whole day and you are studying a lot of things, right? What this plan So what this plan will do is, instead of having you scattered, it will actually help you be more organized. Your brain will thank you. Why? Because everything will be, connected. Picking a topic you are interested in. Step 2, picking words and expressions about that topic. Now your brain is like, okay, I can follow along with this. Yes? You are learning the language, but now you are following a pattern and you will be able to use these words and expressions faster in real life situations. Why the only reason you get stuck, the only reason you get nervous, the only reason you have this experience of your brain going blank when you are in a conversation is because your brain is not moving fast enough to find the connections. Right? We are having the conversation, but I don't know what word you want. You know a lot. The moment you start studying based on this plan, your brain will say, okay, we are studying about cooking this week and that's the topic. And now the conversation about cooking, okay, let's go to the cooking database with the vocabulary, words and expressions, and this study plan makes it easier for you to retain information, use that information. All right. So here now the third reason why step number 2 is so important. Finding vocabulary words and expressions related to the topic of interest encourages you to think creatively, expand your linguistics, express yourself more effectively. So what happens when you have a plan, when you are following this plan, when you are creating these pockets of information that are organized in your brain, what happens is the direct effect will be more confidence. Many a times, guys, restrictions can actually result in more freedom. It is very interesting phenomenon even as it relates to art. Now with this ultimate English study plan is putting the correct restrictions or parameters around your English journey to help you to think creatively and expand. It's going to have amazing effect. So again, number 2 step, to find 2 vocabulary words and expressions related to the topic. And again, I am encouraging you to do this at least 3 times a week. Now let's move on to step number 3. So this ultimate English study plan that will help you to speak English fluently. So step number 3, choose a fluency formula. Oh yes, it's about to get good now. You know, if you have been studying with me for a while, I love plans and I love formulas. Students in my online classes that is speaking English with Shalima, now how much I love giving them formulas that they can use to apply in real life conversations, and I want you to experience the same thing. So here we go, and you need to choose a fluency formula. And you are probably asking, Shalima, I am not in your online class, so if you want you can join us, but nowadays I have stopped my online classes due to my exams. So very soon I'll start my online classes. So there I literally have created 3 fluency formulas for you. So again, I need you to have your pen and paper outright. Okay, now I'm giving you these formulas. So step number 3 is you need to choose one of these. Okay, here the formula number 1, A plus D plus, and I'm going to say it one more time, A plus D plus S. The S stands for answer, the D stands for details, and the S stands for summary. And this is formula number 1. Answer plus 3 details plus a summary. We are talking about helping you to speak English more fluently. You are picking a formula, and don't worry guys, when we get to step 4, this will make even more sense how to apply these formulas. But these are fluency formulas. Fluency formula number 1 is plus D plus S, A equals and answer D equals detail. And you always want 3 details. And S stands for summary. Alright, let's move on to number 2 formula. Number 2 is A plus, R plus and S. S, remember, follows along, write them down. Step number 4 will explain it. Okay, so A plus R plus S, fluency formula number 2, A stands for answer, okay, R stands for reason, and S stands for summary, right? About now you are starting to see a little bit of similarity between this one and the first fluency formula, right? We have a being answer and S being summary, but right in the middle we have the R for reasons, and you want 3 reasons. So remember, the very first fluency formula was A plus, you got it, D plus plus answer 3 details and summary. Now fluency formula number 2 is answer plus R reason, yep, 3 reasons, and S summary. Excellent. Now fluency formula number 3, remember step 3 is to choose one of these formulas. Alright, fluency formula number 3, A plus, E plus and S. I am getting excited again because I know the power of this plan, because I have seen it work for so many English learners, and I'm excited for you again. This is your year. Alright, so A plus, E plus, S. Now what does the A stand for? What does E stands for? E stands for experience, S stands for summary, and now fluency formula number 3 is very interesting. I'm sure you have heard native English speakers having conversations. In the midst of the conversation, all of a sudden they start telling a story, they start talking about their personal lives, and they start talking about their experience. I know the power of speaking about one's experience. It makes you feel closer to the person, right? You get to know them more. Well, when it comes to English fluency, it is very, very important for you to learn this skill, and it doesn't matter if I am telling you. So you have to follow all these ultimate English study plans. So once again, there are three formulas, three fluency formulas. The first formula, once again, A plus D plus S. Answer 3 details, summary formula number 2, fluency formula number 2, A plus R plus S. Answer 3 reasons, summary, and fluency formula number 3, A plus E plus S. Answer, experience, summary. Remember, step number 3 for our ultimate English study plan is to do what? Pick one fluency formula. There are 3 options. Okay, you can pick one. Let's talk about the step number 4 of this ultimate English study plan. So step number 4, now you are going to find 3 discussion questions related to the topic. You see how we are building, right? Now the step number 1, you have to select a topic you are interested in. Step number 2, select 2 vocabulary words and expressions related to the topic. Step number 3, select a fluency formula. Now step number 4, find a discussion question about the topic. So you want to find 3, alright. So why, you might be asking yourself, why do you need to find discussion questions? Alright, so here I would like to give you the first reason. Doing this will help you to explore the topic from different perspectives and deepen your understanding of the subject. Alright, so remember, in order for you to speak English fluently, you must be able to express yourself, your ideas, your opinions, your perspective on various topics. So step number 4, finding 3 discussion questions will set you up for success, so that later on when the topic is brought up, you have already practiced, right? So finding 3 discussion questions. Here the second reason why is this so important, you will be more likely to participate actively in conversations, which will help you to improve your speaking and communication skills. Listen, if you have already practiced various discussion questions, answering them about the topic, so when you come to a real life situation and the topic pops up, so you are going to work a little differently, you are going to feel more confident. Alright, why? Because you are going to feel prepared. We are talking about the ultimate English study plan to help you to speak English fluently. So here the second reason why is it so important. It encourages your critical thinking and the ability to express one's opinions and ideas effectively in English. So I mentioned this earlier. So your goal is to be able to express yourself in front of many people, right? Express your ideas, your opinions about the topics. So this step, finding 3 discussion questions about the topic, will help you to achieve this. Now I want you to make sure that we did go over reason number 1. Alright, so we did go over reason number 1 for why this is important. So we understand step number 4, find 3 discussion questions related to the topic. So now let's move on to the step number 5. So step number 5 is to practice and review what you learned with partner. Remember, in step number 4 you found the discussion question, right? So step number 5, now it's time to practice and answering the questions. So you pick the fluency formula, you are going to apply that formula as you answer the questions with your partner. So let me give you an example. Before I give you the reasons why this is so important, let's say we are talking about the ultimate English study plan that will help you to achieve English fluency. So reason number 1 why is this so important to practice with a partner. Collaborating with a partner can enhance motivation and accountability because you can support and encourage each other. Number 3, working with the partner fosters a sense of community and creates a supportive learning and environment. So where you can build relationship and learn from each other. So when I say this is the ultimate English study plan, I'm not lying to you. If you apply each of these steps, I guaranteed that your learning, your English fluency is going to take off, and your confidence. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. So guys, that's it for today's lesson, and I think you enjoyed this lesson. So if you enjoyed this lesson, please give thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe my channel. So thanks for watching. Bye bye, take care.